Hello students, welcome to Mathematics Year 6, topic numbers and operations. Today we will look into Quest 8, which is whether you are able to multiply and divide numbers up to 1 million, including fractions and decimals. So let's look at our question here. We have 4 times 1¼ million. So, as usual, you will have to change this 1¼ million to a whole number. Okay, so let's look at that. What is 1¼ million? Now, quarter million, you already know it's 250,000. So, 1¼ means 1,250,000. And you have got to take this number and times with 4. For that, you can use various methods. One would be lattice, one would be standard written method, and so on. However, I would like to do this in a mental maths calculation. So, what is 125,000 times 4? Sorry, 1,250,000 times 4. So, I will take every place value here and multiply by 4. I could even do it in that method. Okay, so take 1 million times 4. So you'll have 4 million. Okay, I'm just writing down my first answer. Don't forget, take 200,000. The digit value for these two is 200,000. 200,000 times 4 is 800,000. Okay, now then go to the next digit, 50,000. Okay, 50,000 times 4. Now, what happens when you have 50,000 times 4? You will get 200,000. So, write down 200,000. And then finally, the rest are all zeros. So, there's no multiplication that needs to be done further. Add all your answers over here. All these different digits, the place values, these are the answers. 1 million times 4, 4 million. 200,000 times 4, 800,000. 50,000 times 4, 200,000. So, add them up. 0, 0. 8 plus 2, it's 10. Carry up 1, 5. So, my answer here is 5 million. Assuming I had chosen to do lattice multiplication. Okay, 0, 0, 0 times with 4. I would also yield the same answer, but just for knowledge's sake, let's try to do a lattice multiplication. Okay. And then divide each column up diagonally. I'm sorry, my diagonal lines are not really beautiful. Okay. And finally do the multiplication. Of course, here it's a 0, 0, 0, 0. Anything times 0, it's always 0. 5 times 4, it's 20. So put your 2 up, 0 down. 2 times 4 is 8. So 8 down. 1 times 4 is 4. Now total up at the bottom. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 8 plus 2 would be 10. Carry up 1 and this would be 5. So look at your zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 5 million right there. So even if you use different methods, you should get the same answer. Clear? Let's move on to the next question, which would be 8 2/5 million and divide by a very huge number like 25. What do you do? So first of all, step 1 would be to convert this to a whole number. Now we know that 1/5 million is a million divided into 5 parts, and that would give you 200,000. So 2/5 million would be 400,000. But don't forget you have an 8 here. So this question can now be written down as 8,400,000 divided by 25. This is what needs to be done, a standard written method. However, table 25, when you want to divide by 25 or divide by any number, you need to work out the times table. Apparently, table 25 is pretty easy one that you need to actually memorize as well. 25 plus 25 is 50. 50 plus 25 is 75. That means 1 times 25 is 25. 2 times 25 is 50. 3 times 25 is 75. 75, add another 25, you're going to get 100. And then it repeats. 125 plus another 50, plus another 25, 150. Then 175. And then 200. Finally, 225, and the last one, 250. Now, why do I say this last? Because 25 times 10, if you did up to 10 multiples of 25, you are going to get 250. Now, if you end up with the last multiple correct, that means most probably all your numbers here are correct. But if one of these numbers went wrong in your times table, the whole times table, the whole answer will be wrong. So now, let's look at the division. Ask yourself, can 8 divide by 25? No. Use 84. Where is 84? 84 is somewhere here. So I could use 75, and that's 3 times. So 75. 84 minus 75. 4 minus 5, borrow. There, 14 minus 5 will be 9. 7 minus 7, 0. Bring down the 0 here. Now we have 90. Ask yourself where you can find 90. 90 is somewhere here. So you can still use 75. So it's still 3 and it's still a 75 here. So 90 minus 75. Okay, this is 8. This will become 10 minus 5 will be 5. 8 minus 7 would be 1. And then you bring down the next 0. 150. But 150 we have exactly here. And how many times would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you'll write the 6 here. And then it's 150 and no remainders anymore. So these 3 zeros will carry up here. Will just be written down here. So your answer is 8,400,000 divided by 25 would be 336,000. So remember, step 1 would always be to convert it to a whole number. And step 2, depending on what you're going to divide, you'll have to build the timetable up if it's a huge number. If it's like divide by 5 or divide by 7 or divide by 8, then it's not a problem. However, an extension. What if it's instead of 25, although 25 is an easy times table that I can just build up mentally, what if it's a timetable like, for example, 23? Then it may not be so easy like to build it up like 25. So I'm going to teach you a method here to build up difficult times table like this. Could be any number. It could be 37, could be 48, okay? So remember, let's do 23. To build up times table 23, it's actually pretty easy because what you need to do is break 23 up into 20 and 3. Any number is made up of place values. 37 is made up of 30 plus 7. 25 is made up of 20 plus 5. So if I did the times table of 20 separately and 3 separately and added them, I would get the times table of 23. So in here, I'm going to continue with a different color. So 20, what's the next number? 40. Sorry. 40. Okay. And then 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, and finally 200. Now over here, plus, 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 and so on. This would be times table 3 now that you have to work. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, okay, and then over here, 21, all right, and so on. What would be my answer looking like? So over here, 20 plus 3 is 23. That's right. 40 plus 6. The next multiple of 23 would be 46. So if you had 23 plus 23, you're going to get 46. What about the next multiple? 60 plus 9. 69. 80 plus 12. So 80 plus 12, 8 plus 1, 9. And over there, 2, 92. The next number, the next multiple would be 100 plus 15, 115. The next multiple would be 120 plus 18. So it's 138. You need to do some mental maths here. 140 plus 21. So it's 161. And so on. You can complete times table 23. Of course, there is also another method called the repeated addition. Now that means, say for example, we want to build times table 37. So you take 37 and you just plus 37, write 37 in the next line down, draw a line, 7 plus 7, 14, carry up 1, 3 plus 3 plus 1 would be 7. So here you extend this and you write here 1. It means 1 times 37, 37. You extend this and you write here 2. 2 times 37, 74. Add again another 37. So what do you get? 4 plus 7, 11. 7, 3, 10, 11. So this is 111. And this would be 3 times 37, 111. Keep on adding, keep on adding. That is your multiplication. Multiplication is repeated addition. So add, this would be 8, this would be 4, and this would be 1. And you would get the fourth multiple of 37, and that's 148. Keep on doing this at least up to 10 times. Okay, so you have two methods to actually create any times table. Okay, that is more than 10. In fact, some times tables such as 11 can be memorized. 12, 15 is easy. Okay, 20 times table 20, it's easy. Times table 25 is also easy. You should actually try to remember these times table. Okay, so 15 would be 30, and then 45, and then 60, and so on. And times table 25, we just did earlier. Okay, these are some simple, easy numbers. So with that, I end my lesson for this unit.